Good afternoon everyone. I think one of the main commonalities amongst the majority of people is the fact that they wear shoes, whether that be the over expensive kind that fall apart the second you have the audacity to try and actually wear them, or the pair of old reliables you haven't taken off in about 17 years. And yeah, there are some pretty cool ones out there, especially the ones that flash or have wheels, but none of them can compare to the footwear we're taking a look at today. Well, maybe the flashing ones can. But anyway, today we'll be taking a look at the wide array of boots and their various abilities from Terraria. While covering boots merely in the form of general apparel would usually be a vast and mundane topic, 18 pairs of specialized Terrarian footwear have a wide array of powerful abilities that can typically be distilled down into generalized categories, which include granting the ability to run at great speeds, flight or high jumps, and allowing the wearer to walk over water, lava, or even honey. Most of these boots, however, are not limited to single exclusive abilities, and can even be combined with other boots to merge their powers. While not necessarily as mandatory as a piece of equipment such as wings, an enhanced pair of boots can greatly increase the chances of surviving some of Terraria's more harrowing encounters. Further to this, it is important that these boots are continually upgraded and combined with other pairs when the opportunity presents itself, as eventually the process will result in a pair which will effectively combine the abilities of almost every pair of enchanted boots known to Terraria. Beginning with the most basic of boots, the Flame Wakers and the Flower Boots merely give the impression of something being left in the wake of anyone wearing them, but don't actually have any active impacts on the world, with the Flame Wakers trailing fire and the Flower Boots trailing flowers when walking on grass. Ice Skates have some limited functionality, granting the wearer additional mobility on ice and ensuring that it will never collapse beneath them. The Hermes, Flurry and Sailfish boots all grant the ability to run much faster than their wearers would usually be able to, as do the Dune Rider boots, only these also grant additional speed over sand. As well as allowing its user to run at great speed, the Amphibian boots will also allow them to jump considerably higher and more frequently, as well as negating some of the damage that they would suffer upon landing. The next few boots allow their wearers to traverse over liquids, with the Water Walking boots allowing users to walk over water and honey, and being used to create the Obsidian Water Walking boots, which grant the same abilities as its predecessor, as well as immunity to fire blocks. Lava Waders and Hailfire Treads go that bit further by not only allowing traversal over all liquids, including lava, but grant limited immunity to lava blocks themselves. The only difference between the two is that the Hailfire Treads trail fire behind the wearer in a similar way to the Flame Waker boots, and Lava Waders are created through the use of Water Walking or Obsidian Water Walking boots. Rocket boots have the simple but effective ability to grant a degree of flight, as do the Spectre and Fairy boots, only these also allow the wearer to run at great speeds, much like the Hermes boots. As with the Lava Waders and Hellfire Treads, the only difference between the Spectre and Fairy boots is cosmetic and their crafting method, with the Fairy boots possessing the same abilities as the Flower boots, and the Spectre boots formed with a combination of the Rocket boots and any one of the Hermes, Flurry, Sailfish or Dune Rider boots. Being their natural crafting successor, the Lightning boots also have the same power set as the Spectre boots, only with even faster running speeds, as do the Frostbark boots, but with the added bonus of abilities akin to the Ice Skates when they are combined with the Lightning boots. Above all other boots, however, formed by combining the Frostbark and the Lava Waders, are the Terraspark boots, a pair which grant virtually every other ability previously mentioned other than those of the Flame Wakers and Flower boots. Given their variety and relatively complex crafting tree, which not only involve the merging of boots alone, but also incorporate a host of different items from around the world, it is difficult to assign a single rating to the topic of enchanted boots as a whole. Bearing in mind that we can assess any individual pair in great detail, and taking into account their overall usefulness, Terrarian enchanted boots have been granted an artifact rating of significant. So that rating is somewhat wishy-washy, but it is pretty difficult to slap a single rating on 18 different items with wildly different power sets. If you do want to go over any in particular detail though, then be sure to let me know. Until then, make sure you subscribe for more course content and become a patron to support the lecture series and suggest your own topics. Now, as always, have a great day, and remember that it's probably not the shoes making you run fast, but the copious amounts of caffeine I know for sure no student can live without.